It's just unbelievable all-around game. So I would say he's better than me now than I've ever been in my.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Our game tonight featuring the Orlando Magic. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. Look at Orlando. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference.
And right now for the Magic, they've played some good basketball this year. They have to consider this season to be a success in terms of where they are at this point.
Yeah, they're certainly in better shape than I thought they'd be at this stage of the season. And by now we know when they're at their best, they can compete with any team in the league.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Wood out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Johnson, then it's Porter, and it's Fultz in at the 2 guard. And for the Thunder, they've got Favors. ABC is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Dort in at the 3 slot.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
Pass to Roby from deep. It's hauled in by Wood. Now here's Porter. He's guarded closely. We're about 1 minute into the first. The pass to ABC. Reagan, 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, and especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly, and we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed, and we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Here's ABC. 20 points for him last game against New Orleans. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to ABC. Clock at 6. They get it again. Favors. And it's sent back by Isaac.
You can see the long wingspan of Jonathan Isaac coming into play. Twice on the pipes.
To the middle. Ball stolen. Here's ABC. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Johnson right side. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Wood. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Drills the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
I love Shai Gilgeous-Alexander not wasting a moment. Off the catch-and-shoot situation, no hesitation. Love it.
we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter, and that one's good by Roby.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And the Thunder going with a whole new group out there. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Wood. O'Neal comes in for Isaac. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Beasley in for Porter.
And Doris, one thing that's never been an issue for Fultz, that handle. Great at navigating in traffic for himself or creating opportunities for his teammates.
Right, Markelle is so adept at using change of pace, change of direction. It's a little bit of a herky-jerky motion. He'll lull you to sleep and then out of nowhere cross you over. This guy is fun to watch.
Williams can't hit. The Magic trail by 3 to the paint. Here's Fultz. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
One of the keys as a perimeter player is always stay focused through contact. Markelle Fultz makes that shot despite the physical contact.
Here's Beasley, guarded by O'Neal. Here's Muscala. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Holmes. Pass to Beasley. Over Williams. No good from Beasley.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
They grabbed their own miss and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Inside, here's Fultz. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, make no mistake, Markelle Fultz, because of his athletic burst, can score on the interior. That's nicely done.
Here's Melodon, guarded by Fultz to the inside. Muscala.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Craig, good.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Melodon passes to man. That 3 off the mark. Orlando leading. Fultz dishes to O'Neal. Back to Fultz. Again, the Magic score.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Melodon. Pass to man. Now here's Melodon. He's tightly guarded. Just 5 to shoot. It doesn't go for him. On its way from Beasley. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Magic lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Terrence Ross, Rashawn Holmes out there with O'Neal. Then it's Markelle Fultz, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. And the dunk by O'Neal.
adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Paladon passes to Baisley. Over O'Neal. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Now think back to the 2017 draft, guys. Some were surprised to see Markelle Fultz be the first pick. And when you think back on that draft, there's certainly a lot of what-ifs.
Orlando making some changes. Christian Woods checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Johnson in for Bryn Forbes. And that one's good by Roby.
With repetition, you can see the court awareness of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander developing. This guy is going to be a problem as a passer.
A couple years ago, after making All-Rookie second team, he knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But Greg, last season, he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Dort's checked in, and the Magic making a change here as well. Porter's checked in, passes it to Roby. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Ross in the corner. All sorts of time. He squares up and sinks it. Ross has got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
Well, pick and roll play from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really starting to come along.
For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against the Denver Nuggets.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. The pass to Roby, and Porter comes to help. Roby can't hit.
And hard work on the glass once again.
Oh, wow!
Well, how about Jonathan Isaac showing a desire to share the basketball? I love it.
Thunder trailing by 11. Pass to Roby. Here's ABC, guarded by Porter. ABC, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. ABC's got his first 2 points of the night.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Porter, no luck.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Count it. Roby's got 8.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And stolen by Favors. Here's the teardrop. And Dort gets it to go. And now just a 5-point Magic lead. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
And this game will be half of the contest they'll play against each other this year.
It's an interesting matchup. Two teams that don't know each other all that well. Separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Williams has checked in. Then for the Magic, Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Johnson. And it's Malik Beasley in for Terrence Ross. Beasley, the pass to Porter. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And guys, there's really a fine line between being aggressive and being out of control. And in that one, they crossed the line.
You have got to be a low mistake team in today's NBA, because once those turnovers start piling up, you're giving your opponent too many extra looks. Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Williams passes to Roby. Here's Favors. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Here's ABC, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. ABC's got his second bucket of the game to go. Here's Wood, and finished off by Wood.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Oklahoma City.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And Christian Wood, undrafted in 2015 out of UNLV. Wait a minute, that's your alma mater. Hey, talk about his game. What do you like about Christian Wood's game?
Well, first I'll start with he went to UNLV. He's long, he's lean. I think he really fits the modern NBA as a small ball center. Able to hold his own on the glass and space the floor.
Muscala, pass to Pokusevski.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack. Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Here's Pokusevski, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And the foul goes against Orlando. This is his first free throw of the game. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. So for the Magic, Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Christian Wood. Royce O'Neal comes in for Isaac, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Porter.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Down low, here's Forbes, lays it up off the glass. And the Magic lead by one. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mann. 11-point game his last outing.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Beasley. And it's blocked.
Wow, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander off his feet and sends it back.
And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, back. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was the man in the first. He had a... That's all for now. Say good.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Markelle Fultz has been exceptional here, guys.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
They've got ABC. Also, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander out there. And it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Pass to Roby. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fultz.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
And he converts the layup. Fultz has got 14.
Right now, Markelle Fultz playing with a level of determination, grit, and perhaps most importantly, confidence.
Fultz against Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Favors, and that's going to be a travel.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fultz. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. He's got 13.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Basket, good.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's ABC, guarded by Porter. Puts it up from 12, and the shot no good, a bit short.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Passes it to Isaac. Back to Porter. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Favors has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Now the pass to ABC. Drops in the tray.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
So both teams changing it up here. And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. And finished off by Fultz.
Boy, there's big-time athleticism in the body of Markelle Fultz. Get up, young sir.
Thunder trailing by 4. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Roby. He's covered by Isaac. Second shot opportunity. Roby can't hit. Orlando leading by 4. Here's Fultz. And finished off by Fultz.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. ABC passes to Roby, and he dunks it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Boy, Jonathan Isaac comes out of Florida State back in 2017. 6th overall pick. Obviously, with that high a pick, you think, oh, he's come out of his career a little bit slow. But this team believes in his upside and is committed to building with him.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And here is Maladon. Five on the clock. And it's sent back by Isaac. Muscala, a pass to ABC. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a quick look at how the Oklahoma City Thunder's schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll begin a road trip starting in San Antonio and going up against the Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And with Isaac, there is a lot to like. He could be a huge two-way forward for this team.
Right, Greg. A modern NBA big has got to develop a consistent perimeter game, which Isaac is working on. This guy's a big-time finisher right now. So with that frame and that age, this guy's upside absolutely tremendous.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Deciding to change it up. With this break in the action, let's find out which rookies have been lighting it up from downtown this month. You look at Maladon, a dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release.
You know, coming into the NBA, you knew he could stroke it from long range, and over the past month, he's shown us exactly that.
Baisley, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Beasley with a clean look from outside off the mark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Both free throws good from Forbes. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Now here's Meladon. Muscala, great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Holmes, good. Holmes got his first bucket of the night.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Meladon passes to Baisley. Muscala with the ball. Holmes on him, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And the Thunder making a change here. Dortz checked in.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
For Orlando, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. First free throw is good. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Muscala. Both free throws good from Holmes.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
Beasley for 3. No good there. And we'll be right back after this. And from a recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Steve Clifford.
Well, we're doing well. Great job. Show your hands.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Orlando, O'Neal is out there with Holmes. Then it's Porter. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard.
Derek Favors using that long frame to send that back twice on the pipes, Kevin.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the first one at the line is good. Johnson, he's checked in for the Magic. Good on both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Deflects the pass. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Here's Porter, and the shot goes in. And the Magic lead by 3.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Pass to Baisley. Now Favors to the paint. Man, nice touch on the shot from close range.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Here's Johnson. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. ABC's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a switcher also for Orlando. Isaac's checked in. The Thunder shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Pass to Favors. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Baisley. He's covered by Isaac. A rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Magic. They've led by as many as 11 points. Beasley dishes to Porter. Back to Beasley. It's not going to go for him. Good D by to take the lead, and the layup is up and in. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And finished off by Porter.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, ABC, and it's off from three-point range. The Magic have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the rejection by Favors. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Roby's checked in. The Magic also changing it up. Christian Wood comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Beasley. Outside Porter, and there's the pass to Wood. Johnson outside, shot clock at 5. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Oklahoma City's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Favors. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Pass to ABC. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with his 3.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
And that one's good by Porter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Under trailing by 3. Pass to Roby. Now here's Favors. Passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses off the left iron. The Magic have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
Markelle Fultz under duress. Big-time shot.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it goes down 2 points.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Here's Isaac. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Don't let the frame fool you. Jonathan Isaac is lean, but he is unafraid of contact. I love that play.
That free throw, no good. Muscala, he's checked in for Derek Favors. And he's good on the second. Oklahoma City trailing. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Markelle Fultz.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during that break, the coach of the Thunder had some harsh words for his team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
SGA, that's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Fultz, the pass to Porter. And here is Johnson. Back to Porter. Comes up empty down low. And the the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even.
Great concentration through the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent focus.
And finished off by Porter.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Here's ABC. That one off the back iron and out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Fultz against Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They've led by as many as 11 points.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
It's hauled in by Wood.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Good on the shot.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Pass to Wood. Kicks it to Johnson. Pass to Isaac. Fultz with the ball. And so it's Orlando winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Olden, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
just been a pleasure to be around him. He's a good kid. He wants to do well, and so that's been fun. And we've had a good relationship, and we stay in touch. And always there for him if he needs something.
For the land of the free.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here. D.A. Jake.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that.
Always there for him if he needs something, or if he has a question, or if he's going through something. Obviously, always we'll try to help him out.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Suns buzz as it rolled into the arena earlier tonight. The players decked out in their very best. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, D.A. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jake Crowder out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the 1 spot. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Now here is Holiday. The pass to Middleton, fires from deep. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix.
And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first.
You have to admire the fact that Holiday never plays outside of himself, at least not there. That shot was well within the offensive game plan. He rises up and sinks it. Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
About a minute played so far here in the first. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Down his high post. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
Booker the pass to Paul. And the shot goes in. Paul's got 6.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Crowder finds Paul. To the inside. Ayton. No good that time. Good D by Lopez.
Well, after nailing the first 4 shots of the game, some relief for the defense. They finally missed one.
The Bucks working the ball around. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Lopez outside. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And that one, good. Holiday's got his second basket.
Pretty sure the defense thought they had him cornered. They didn't. Drew Holiday hits him with a big shot there as the shot clock winds down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here is Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis. Crowder with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Here's Bridges. The shot misses. The Bucks go the other way with it. DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Here's Lopez. Knocks it loose. Crowder with the steal. And Ayton throws it down.
This is why you love Chris Paul running your offense. Just move without the ball, find some space, and the ball will find you.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. What you love about Crowder, he gives you a little bit of everything at both ends.
I mean, defensively, he'll take on anybody. He's smart, draws a lot of charges. Offensively, he can stretch the floor, and he'll make the extra pass. He's also an opportunistic rebounder.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Pass to Connaughton. Down low. Portis against Saric. Holiday looking for an opening. Here's Connaughton. Tries again. That's tipped.
What instincts there as Saric is able to get in there and challenge his opponent.
Booker in the post. That one good for two.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And Bones, Devin Booker capable of big nights. One of just a few players with multiple games of at least 59 points.
Well, he's always looking to put pressure on the defense, and he's got such a wide array of skills. Not only shooting the basketball, but has shown off more of his patience and playmaking ability as he moves through his career.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Holiday. Unloads. No good on the last second attempt there. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Phoenix ahead. They're up by 11. We'll get things started. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, yeah.
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 2. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Connaughton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Phoenix gets called for the foul. Milwaukee shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. A different look from Milwaukee. Giannis, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. Bridges, he's checked in for the Suns. Paul comes in for Cameron Payne. Middleton finds Giannis. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Good on the shot. Ayton's got 8 points.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Middleton against Bridges. Middleton looking it over Ayton. Shot's good by Middleton.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
On the wing, Johnson. In the corner, it's Bridges. Second shot opportunity. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Lopez, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And the Suns making a change here as well. Crowder's checked in. Here's Forbes. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. To the middle. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
So creative right there. Paul's fantastic at finding ways to get inside and capitalize, whether it's him or a teammate.
Here is Forbes, defended by Paul. Antetokounmpo. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
It's his first trip to the line, and the first one at the line is good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And he makes both free throws.
Just such leadership that Chris Paul brings every night to the floor. It commands your respect and the opponent's respect, and it's making everyone around him better right now.
Giannis kicks to Middleton. Shoots from the line. Here's Lopez. From outside, off the mark.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez, because he's been able to step out and shoot threes, along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Middleton for 3. And the Bucks miss again. Phoenix leading by 19. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And that's just too easy. Bridges in there slamming it down.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo dishes to Middleton. Pass to Lopez. Outside, Antetokounmpo, and the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. No good from outside.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Phoenix also making some changes. Sharch comes in for DeAndre Ayton, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. The Bucks working the ball around. Shot's tipped and stolen by Booker. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He can't hit that time. Good D by Lopez. Bucks trail by 21. Middleton on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Trying to get open is Lopez. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Middleton. Holiday's got 8.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Booker left side. 1 second left, and no good on the last second attempt this time. Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome. Chris Paul has been the story in this one. He had 12 points and 4 assists. And
there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball hopping around.
Now, you can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns. Booker and Bridges are the wings. Ayton is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Paul in at the 1. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Sinks the triple. 5 points in the game.
See how skilled Middleton is. Ready to pull the trigger. And the defense is going to have to do better.
The shot's good from Paul.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Bridges passes to Paul. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. The offensive rebound. Here's Ayton. And another shot. And finally they hit one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Ball against Holiday. And stolen by Booker. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Paul left side. Holiday with the block.
Get that out of there. That's all timing right there. Drew Holiday continuing hustle play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Hey Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. P.J. Tucker comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And so he makes both from the line.
Here's so much about this 3 and D in terms of the wings in the NBA, and Chris Middleton really embodies all of that. He can do some damage behind the arc and then is asked to guard the team's most potent offensive wing. What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Middleton outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Giannis outside. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Ayton. Boy, that was a momentum killer to start last season, wasn't it, Greg? 25-game suspension for DeAndre Ayton.
And he sprained his ankle in his return game. The Suns at full strength, able to win some games. He's obviously a huge part of their future.
Yep, that's a great look from Giannis there.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
He's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes. In for Bryn Forbes. Sharch checked in for the Suns. Cameron Payne comes in for Paul. Johnson finds Payne. Back to Johnson. Payne looking around. Passes it to Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ayton's got 6 here in this quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Here's Payne. Here's Booker. Lays it up off the glass. Booker's got 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
DiVincenzo passes to Portis. 1:10 left in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. Fades. That one wide left.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Now here's Payne, defended by DiVincenzo. And here's Middleton. He's got 9. Knocked away and stolen by Booker, and they're pushing it up. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. He kicks it to Payne. Back to Booker. Inside. And there's Payne. That's good on the assist by Booker. Booker's got his 5th assist in this one. Middleton against Johnson. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Back to Middleton over Johnson. Johnson with the defensive effort. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action after this word. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Teague. Portis is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Nora in at the four-man position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Antetokounmpo, a beautiful reverse layup.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
And Teague's got the ball here for Milwaukee. The pass to Portis. Here's Nora. Pass to Teague for the three, and another three for Milwaukee.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Pat Connaughton. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Kaminsky.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
And finished off by Kaminsky.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Lopez outside. Here's Teague. Rebound by the Suns.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Suns, Torrey Craig. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Phoenix making a change here. Carter's checked in. And so he hits both. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Here is Forbes. Craig pulls it in. And up the court come the Suns. On the break, Carter leads.
Oh, yes, sir. The defense not putting up much of a fight as Saric gets to the rim.
Here's Teague. Another shot. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Free throw good, Teague.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line.
And so Teague hits 2 free throws. Well, Phoenix shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. And he makes that one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Bucks shooting about 43% here in the fourth quarter. Here's Teague. And the layup's good off the glass.
I have to admire how relentless Teague is on the drive, as well as how consistent he is at burying those looks.
Here is Forbes, defended by Carter. Forbes can't get it to go. For Phoenix, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Galloway, the pass to Carter. Knocked loose. Kaminsky kicks to Galloway, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Carter hits them both. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Pass to Tucker. Here's Nwora. Back to Tucker. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
At the line for your Bucks, PJ.
That's good from Tucker.
Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's the Suns with the ball. Here's Carter. And yes, it's good. Carter's got 6 in the quarter.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Teague kicks to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee the rebound. They shoot again. No good on the layup.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Suns.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Chris Paul.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Teague with the ball, and it's Carter picking him up. And he gets it back. They get it back. Teague left side. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Trying to get open is Johnson.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Teague can't hit. To the wing on the left. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with Chris Paul. Chris, a very convincing win, and that doesn't happen often in this league. So what do you take from this?
You know, one thing that our coaching staff keeps stressing to us every night is that it's about us. You know, so regardless of score, we got to continue to try to get better because we impose our will on the defensive end. The sky's the limit.
Well, the focus was there tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. And we'll see you next time.
That's my guy, but I'm far away from where Dirk is. I know he told you I'm better than him in his prime, but it's not true. I'm far away from him. You know, he was example for everybody. He was an idol to many people, and he still is. And he just been amazing to me. You know, I always ask him for help. If I need, we stay in touch. We go dinners, and we have contact. So that's my guy right there. Hi guys, I'm just done. I done all my lines, everything I need for the 2K. I did all animations so you guys can play like me. I'm really excited for this, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next 2K22.
Huge props to all of our 2K TV award winners this year, and thank you to everyone who has built such an amazing, competitive, and fun community. We love you all, and we can't wait to do it again next season. We're gonna wrap up this season with a shout out to another 2K community winner. It's Deli Everyday, one of the winners of the United Masters soundtrack contest. You're gonna hear this track in NBA 2K21. Enjoy.
Yeah, my heart on my sleeve and I go for the goal. We rap for the town when we out on the road. Ay, we gon' push through the pain of the love of the game. You know we back like we never left. You know we back, yeah. You know we back like we never left. Yeah, for the love of the game.
There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. We have all heard the rumors regarding Kyrie Irving's moodiness. His teammate Kevin Durant said, Kyrie is an artist. He has his way of doing things, and I support him 100%. Irving said, human beings have mood swings. I don't have to be perfect. My teammates know who I am, and I'm proud of who I am. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Griffin is out there with Durant. Then there's Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point guard. And for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then there's Batum. And it's George in at the 2. Outside Durant. Griffin. It's good on the putback.
The incredible energy of Blake Griffin. Skilled at sticking with plays and finishing them off.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific.
Oh, wow.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Outside, George. And just about a minute into the first quarter. To the paint, here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Passes to Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Leonard on the wing. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. At this time, his first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Here's Irving. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Sometimes I think Kyrie likes to get contact, probably because he can still finish through it.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Outside, KD. Down low, kicks it out to Harden.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And it's Leonard missing. The Nets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Batum against Griffin. It's deflected. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. Here's Irving. Harden trying to get open. Hangs. No good on that one. Excellent D there from George. The Clippers trail. Here's Leonard. Outside Batum. Back to Leonard. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And here's George for 3. And the rebound goes to Griffin. 1:43 left here in the first quarter. Here's KD. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Big effort there by Durant. A factor on the offensive boards when that's his focus.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. I mean, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
New group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. Morris against Green. They grab their own miss. And the pass to Kennard. Zubac trying to break loose. And the Clippers miss again. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Harden outside. There's the steal. One-on-one fast break. Kennard's shot is off.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The Clippers shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings.
You know, Rondo takes great pleasure at slicing and dicing up the defense. One of the best passers in the game.
The Clippers have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
At the line for 2.
That one drops. He ties it up. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the first. Here is Harden. From past the arc. No good on the shot. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams. Here is Spencer Dinwiddie discussing the effects of that.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, you've had
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile, total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Harden. Green is out there with Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Man passes to Rondo. It's stolen by Green. 3-on-3. Pass to Claxton. And he goes in for the dunk.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
And the Clippers call time here. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
And here's Leonard. He's got 6. Here's George.
The homecoming for Paul George, playing in L.A. with the Clippers. They gave up a king's ransom to OKC. 5 first-round picks and Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Irving looking over the floor. The wide open look for Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Durant's got 5 now.
And guys, the Clippers were willing to give almost anything for PG because they basically got Kawhi Leonard in the deal as well.
And let's remember, GA, he could have been a Laker. They would have had to trade away the 2nd pick in the 2017 draft, that or Brandon Ingram. Their loss became the Clippers' gain.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're hitting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Brooklyn leading by 4. Irving passes to Durant. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, he's still slender, but KD's gotten a lot stronger. You have to wrap him up early. You can't let him get the shot off.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. On the wing, George. Guarded by Harris. And George kicks to Leonard. Back to George. Shot to stop. Oh!
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
We've got 1:55 left here in the second. Irving passes to Griffin. Here's Harris. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. And the Nets lead by 7.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Jackson. The rebound by the Nets. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to KD. And KD throws it down.
Aggressive move by KD. It gives this team a different attitude when he's attacking the rim.
George passes to Leonard. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Clippers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. George. And it's George finishing it off.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. Irving against Jackson. Here's Durant. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And the Nets making a change here. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Harris. Dinwiddie's checked in for Brown. And it's Harden in for Kyrie Irving.
Aggressive on the drive. That's going to result in some free throws for Jackson.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. That's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there. Brooklyn shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Rondo passes to Jackson. Here's Mann. To the middle. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. And so it's Brooklyn. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. We're watching the NBA. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 17 points. And that's...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Batum in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Clock at 2. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Outside Griffin. Left side Irving from downtown, and Griffin with the score. The assist by Irving. Griffin's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets. So it's the Clippers now. Leonard, the pass to Batum. Back to Leonard. Harden against Jackson. From deep, George. Rebound, Brooklyn. Griffin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Irving against Jackson. Kicks it out to Harden. They get it back. Durant, that's good. Durant's got 19 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And then Durant with the jam.
I mean, another one for KD. Terrific scoring night, even for him.
Clippers trail by 18. And they get it. Leonard dishes to Batum. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Launches it. That doesn't go either for KD. Leonard, the pass to Morris. George against Irving. Passes it to Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Comfortable inside, plus the 7'3" wingspan. Hard to stop Kawhi without fouling.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
Brown feeling out a bit. And the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 16. George passes to Batum, and he comes up with the deuce.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Now the pass to Griffin. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Irving misses. And it's the Clippers' ball. Here's George, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Jeff Green picks one up.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot. In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Harris.
Rondo is a pro in transition. He can flat out get it done.
Brooklyn leading by 10.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And the Clippers making a change here. Morris is checked in. To the inside, George. And George with the stuff.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Here's Claxton. Irving with it. And it's good, 2 points. Irving's got 7 points.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Clippers.
George passes to Mann, shoots over Brown. Mann can't hit. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
Fades back. No good off the back of the rim.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Pass to Green. Brown dishes to Green. Back to Brown. Misses the three. Now the Clippers moving it up. George with the ball. Here's Morris. Misses the layup.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up, keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on his heels.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Dinwiddie in at the 2. And the Clippers call time here.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Jackson, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And the Nets also making a change. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Dinwiddie. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, he talked with the team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Brooklyn lead by 10. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Morris inside. KD's on him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh,
we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Pass to Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Clippers trail by 12. Jackson passes to Batum. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Irving against George. Irving dishes to Harden. Up and in on the layup.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Second chance effort and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call. Brooklyn the foul.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Timeout called, the Nets. Now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Harden outside. 3-pointer. That one doesn't go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's Morris. George finds Leonard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to George. 3-pointer. A rebound by the Nets. There's a minute 34 left in the 4th quarter. Passes it to Irving. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Harris against George. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Inside, Morris. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Morris has got it back down to single digits for Los Angeles. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. There's 57 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Irving. Good on the bucket. And the Nets lead by 10.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Nets.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kevin Durant.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Shoots off the step back. Misses off the right iron. Now Irving. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
You know, I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. You know, just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.